Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Okay, another relook at some of my knives. This is my specialty cold steel knives, San Mai versions, top end of the cold steel bunch. So these are about the best that Cold Steel make, and I have long wanted many of these knives. I'll do this one first. Cold Steel Trailmaster, fanboy. This was the original one that I had long wanted. It was a grail knife of mine. I got it for my 40th birthday. I saw these in the 80s, and when I saw them I thought, yep, that's what I wanted. I thought this was what I envisioned a knife to be, and I was never in a position in the 80s to be able to get one, and they were always out of reach for me growing up. But then for my 40th birthday, just over 10 years ago, I said to my wife, I want to do something special for my 40th. These were going for about $250 Australian. Something around $300 Australian. Anyway, I just said to her, look, I think we can get it. It was a big purchase for us. As far as knives go, I hadn't spent that much money on a knife before. And yeah, I bought it, and I have never regretted it. It is quite simply a magnificent knife. The sheath isn't the best. I do for the quality of the knife, they could have done a better job. They should have put a leather sheath in it. It's simple as that. It's just a cardboard affair. It's adequate for what it is, but for this type of knife, I think Cold Steel dropped the ball a bit. They're okay. They're not the best, but they're not the worst either. So they're just middle of the road, and they work, but they could have done better. That's all I'll say about them. I used to say they were fantastic. Sheaths are pretty good, but now looking at the price, rain's coming in, the price of the knife, and yeah, they should have put a leather sheath on it. It's as simple as that. There it is there. These are the original. This is the original VG1 San Mai. So VG inner with 420J outer core, made in Japan. There it is there. You can see the laminate line running up there. This has virtually done nothing since I bought it. It is still razor sharp. I did jam in a bit of wood. The tip's got a bit of scuff mark on it. Other than that, it's in still pristine condition. I'm going to keep it in as good a condition as I can until it was a 40th birthday grail knife. I have no real need other than that it gives me pure pleasure to own it. I don't need to use it. It's a shame probably not to use it, but I've got other knives. I don't need to use it, and it just tickles me pink just to have it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful knife. Probably have to go over the, and just notice there's a little bit of rusting or whatever on the sheath. I made up the lanyard. I put a skull lanyard on it. Yeah, fantastic knife. They are just a brilliant knife for the time. To complement it, I bought the Master Hunter in VG1 San Mai. Yeah, fantastic belt knife. Again, these Securex sheaths are okay, but they scratch the hell out of the blades. They blunt them. They really need to look at these sheaths. They are not the best sheaths. The fiberglass that they make them out of bluntens the knife, and you can probably see I've got a lot of light here trying to, because it's overcast, I'm trying to, so that it gives it a bit better lighting. You can see the laminate line, but you can see the scuff marks on the blade that the sheath scratches the hell out of the knife as it goes in and out. It also bluntens them. So yeah, not real good. Yeah, I'm not real impressed with them anymore. Yeah, but this is the Master Hunter. One of the best belt knives you'll ever buy. And in VG1 San Mai, yeah, they're fantastic. They're a really good knife. Fantastic. I just wish they made a full grain leather sheath for them, or a Kydex one, proper Kydex one. The other one, I had long wanted one of these, and Cleaver had them for like $200, and I just could not go past it. The Outdoorsman, one of the originals, VG1 San Mai, made in Japan. Yeah, it exceeded my expectations. It's a beautiful knife. Tanto-esque blade. It's got the bone breaker, aggressive jimping. Yeah. It's just one of those belt knives that just does it for me. I had long wanted one, and I'm so glad I've got it. There it is there. Again, you can see the laminate line on it. It's a beautiful knife. Yeah, fantastic. Just, and comes with a really nice leather sheath. This is what they all should be in. They all, for the amount of money you pay for them, that's what they should come in. That is what I expect from Cold Steel, not these. It's disappointing that they hamper them with these that scuff the edges, scuff the blades, and for a Cold Steel, to buy one of these now, they're like $500 or $600 or $700 to get a San Mai Trailmaster, and they still come with these ridiculous sheaths. For that sort of price money, I want a handmade leather sheath. It's just ridiculous. Cold Steel really dropped the ball on that. Then it comes to this. Again, I am going to whinge about the Securex sheath. This is the TaiPan. I wanted to buy the Black Bear Classic. Waited months and months, couldn't get one. Ended up getting the shits with them, with cleavers, because they couldn't get it for me. So I said to them, look, what can you do me for? And they said they had the TaiPan there. I had always wanted one because they're just a classic dagger. And I'm allowed to have daggers here in Queensland. And this is the Taiwan San Mai. So this is the new version. These are all VG1 420J laminates. This is the new one in VG10 420J laminate. So slightly different, and made in Japan, made in Taiwan. Haven't seen much of a difference in fit and finish. My old man's got an original TaiPan made in Japan with the different laminate. His is the VG1, this is VG10. They're slightly different blade shapes. Fit and finish is very similar. Between the two, the blade shape's slightly different. His has got a Securix sheath too, I think. But for the amount of money you pay for these knives, nearly $300, you should have a leather sheath, because unless you put them in very carefully and the retention is not that good, this one's not too bad, but unless you put it in very carefully, it bluntens it. So very disappointed in the sheath. But overall, that is what I consider a quintessential dagger. The laminate lines are all perfect. The blade shape's beautiful. It's a beautiful dagger, fighting dagger. It's got the fighting pommel. Really nice. Really nice knife. I don't care that it's made in Taiwan. The fit and finish, everything on it looks really good. There's no gaps or anything in it. The grinds are all nice. It came really sharp. Like, it came really sharp. It's nice. It's just they do blunt out if you do not, and I am very careful every time I put it in there. I just slide it in there gently every time. But yeah, for the $1,500 I've got invested in those knives there, between the four knives, because they're $300-400 each. Oh yeah, 3, 6, 900, and that one was $150. There's $1,000 worth of knives there. Yeah, Australian. They all should have leather sheaths on them, like that. You know, that's as simple as that. They should all have leather sheaths on them. Yeah, Cold Steel really dropped the ball on the sheaths, but other than that, the fit and finish on the builds of the knife, cannot say anything different. They are fantastic knives as far as it goes. But yeah, the only one that came that I have no qualms about is the Outdoorsman. But yeah, all the others, that one's not too bad. It's okay, but not the best. But these two, yeah, I just wish they'd even if they'd done them with the cardboard sheaths, would be better than these Securix sheaths. They just yeah, they do, especially with this one. You can see it. It has, just by taking it in and out of the sheath, it has scratched the blade up very badly, and it does blunten it if you do not take care. I run it, and it scuffed this up, but I put it in the back so that the back does not, and that way it does not touch the edge. So yeah, but there are my 4 San Mai Cold Steel knives. Yeah, my Grail knife. Yeah, it's like I said, if I never use it, it's all good. I don't mind. You know, it just gives me a great deal of pleasure just to own it. It's yeah, it's a fantastic knife. I have other knives that I'll bash about, and happy to have this just as a keepsake to pass down to my sons. Yeah, the Outdoorsman was something I always wanted, and I bought that just to complement my Trailmaster And this was to replace the Black Bear Classic. I could buy a Black Bear Classic, but yeah, I've got several sub-hilt fighters, and I'm quite happy with TaiPan. Tell you the truth, it's a beautiful knife. But again, I've got enough knives that I don't need. These are just collecting. Like I just collect them, and I've got a few users that I don't have to worry about. These are just for my permanent collection, just to look nice, and gives me a great deal of pleasure owning them. And I just take them out now and again. I did use this a bit when I was hunting. I don't do a lot of hunting these days now. The old bodies, yeah, it's not up to it much anymore. But if it ever presents itself, I will go again. But yeah, at the moment, I'm having issues with getting out there. But anyway, that's my Cold Steel San Mai knives. Thanks for watching.